Kutztown, Go Bears!
Connects to the wing, makes a nice move, going right to the net, and he scores!
You're watching Kutztown Hockey, only on Nick's Hockey Broadcast.
All right, I got Coach Batista once again. Thank you for joining me. Coach, your team is coming off a tough loss to Newman. KU offensively played well but couldn't finish off the night. How is your team approaching this important two-game weekend?
The key thing I've been telling them is discipline. Game against Newman, I felt we took too many penalties, and that was kind of what hurt us. I think most of that game we controlled, but you start taking penalties, it starts to kill you a little bit. I think that's what happened there. So I think that's been the message going into our games: is be disciplined. Go out there, let's play 5-on-5 hockey, and I think we're a better team that way.
Coach, the last time KU played the Roadrunners, it was a very physical game. 20 combined penalties for both teams total. Are you expecting a similar type of game for tonight?
Well, like I just said, the message is kind of stay disciplined in the game. We actually, this week in practice, we worked on a lot of board battles and battle drills. It's just kind of get them prepared for this type of physical game that Ramapo is going to give us. So I'm hoping, they take that into the game tonight and we turn it around and go back in the win column here.
And our last question: who's going to be starting in net tonight for the Bears?
We got Jay Johnny going again tonight. I thought he played great against Newman, so we'll give him another shot tonight against Ramapo.
All right, thank you, Coach.
What do you got for me today? Anything? Look at you. Baby. Wait, got one for me? You the one who's feeling hot? Huh? What do you got for me today? Nothing? I know, God. Let's go. Roadrunners. Hey, bud. Come on, they got boys.
You're watching Kutztown Hockey on Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Power Play Rinksworth. Tonight, the Kutztown Golden Bears in D2 will take on, for the second time this season, the Ramapo Roadrunners. The Bears are 4-6-0, and their last game was Hockey Fights Cancer Night last Friday when they lost to Newman 5-4 in overtime. They played really well in that game. They had shots on net 41-26 in their favor. As for the Roadrunners, 4-3-0. They had a 4-3 win over Fordham University last week. Jay Janney in net for Kutztown, and Paul Forrello in net once again for the Roadrunners. I'll go over their stats in a minute since the opening faceoff is escalating quickly. Puck is dropped, and we are underway. It's the Golden Bears and the Roadrunners' second time this year. This is shafted off the stick of Slotwinski. Graney will chase forward down towards the other corner of the Ramapo end. Flanked off the boards. Graney trying to get that forecheck down as it's backhanded back behind the net of Jay Janney. Slotwinski now gives it to DeRosa. The excellent defenseman this year for Kutztown. So far this season, 2 goals or 3 assists for 5 points. A physical specimen, too. Parekha, speaking of physicality, makes a hard check on Anthony Pfizer. Good play there by Parekha on the blue line. Pfizer, very good player, has the most goals on the Roadrunners squad. 9 goals, 2 assists for 11 points. Actually had a goal against the Golden Bears in their last matchup back on September 30th. So watch out for 10 in black and red tonight. Pfizer. This is fanned out. Check is made by Josh Bauer. Is initially trying to clear the puck out of the zone there for the Roadrunners was Thomas Moscow, who has the most points on the Roadrunners with 12. Had 2 goals and an assist against the Golden Bears in their last meeting. Paul Perricone retrieving out of his own zone. That went past intended for Bauer. Wanked off the boards towards the net there of Forello as it goes behind the net. Now it's tipped back towards the point of Paul Perico, but the Bears are going to set up from center ice. Shoot it down, no icing here. Melito goes to the bench for some rest, replaced by Griffin Carpenter, one of several freshmen. Carpenter got his first goal in college hockey in the last match of these two teams played at the Ice Vault. This will be cleared all the way back down for our first whistle of the game, and it is an icing. So for our starting goaltenders, for the Roadrunners, Paul Forello, goals against average 4.11, save percentage .884, and he has won 4 games and he has lost 3. He's played in every single game so far this season for Ramapo. And for the Golden Bears, Jay Janney in net once again for Kutztown. Played pretty good against Newman. And the Bears 5-4 loss in OT last week for the Bears. For Janney, goals against average 4.38, save percentage of .872. And he's 2-4-0 this season. Here's Canestra with a wrist shot, and a save is made by Forello as they're going to get a seemingly premature whistle. Chase Canestra had an excellent game against Newman last week, having the best game, maybe one of the best games of his life, with a hat trick against Newman. With 17:41 to go in the first. No score so far at Power Play Rinks. Colton Bates, the junior for Kutztown, will go for this draw and won it cleanly there for a shot by Carpenter that was blocked down. Carpenter couldn't even into the zone. Foster whacks it in for a delayed offsides. Now it's right up behind the net. Roadrunners trying to clear it back down. A check is made there on Tyree Petaway on the blue line. Loughnane was the one that made the check there for the Roadrunners. Carried back towards the boards there of Carmelo as now this goes wide off the boards. Foster got his first point this season for Kutztown last game with an assist. As now this is cleared all the way back down, and there will be icing. Seemed to be a bit delayed. Jay Janney had his glove hand upwards to pretty much signal the icing there from the officials and even for myself. One thing you'll notice, actually, I'm not sure if you can see in the camera, I'll move it up here. In this rink, there's not 1 but 2 disco balls here at Power Play Rinks. Hopefully a puck doesn't hit one of those, because that could be a disaster and a large delay of play. But meanwhile, off this face-off, the Bears will shoot it back behind the goal towards the left corner. Gavin Wolf, the graduate student, briefly touched the puck as his backhanded in by Dalton Bull. Dalton Bull got a goal in Lake Placid when the Bears defeated Buffalo State 6-5 in the season opener. That's his only goal of the season, as the Roadrunners can't run away from that, as DeRosa made a good play to clear it back towards the Ramapo zone. Dalton Bull briefly touched it there from O'Neill, who also got his first goal of college hockey against these Roadrunners in late September. O'Neill with a wrist shot that was fanned, as now it's nearly forechecked by Slotwinski. And it's nearly taken away by Gavin Wolf, who backhands it in. 16-10 and counting to go in the first. No score so far. Shots on net, 1-0. In favor of Kutztown, Slotwinski takes a wrist shot from long range, and Paul Fiorello is simply going to hang on to that to stop play. So one thing to mention, the last time these two teams played, Kutztown defeated the Roadrunners 4-3 in overtime, courtesy of Josh Bauer. It was a very physical game for the Golden Bears, perhaps the most physical game of the season. There's a total of 20 penalties for both teams, 11 from Kutztown, 8 from Ramapo. Kutztown had 30 minutes worth of penalties in that game, as the Roadrunners had 16 minutes worth of penalties. So I wonder if we're going to get that same type of vibe in this game. Paul Perico nearly lost control. Backhand best, good play. Here comes Anthony Pfizer around to the fence, going in. He scores! Just where he left off the last time he played the Golden Bears. Pfizer makes it 1-0 in favor of the Roadrunners. Ramapo's first shot on net tonight is a goal for Pfizer. Petaway backhand pass, no looker going behind there towards the corner boards there of Foster. So early 1-0 lead for Ramapo here at Power Play Rinks on this Friday night in the beginning of November. Boy, it's time been flying fast in this season. Faster than Ovechkin's slap shot, I might say. But anyways, Graney will give it to Foster. Outlet pass to the president of KU Hockey, and Jackson Novak goes to the bench for some rest. Ryan Atwell on defense will try to backhand one past the line. This goes off a Roadrunners player. It's picked up by Luke Repsey with a wrist shot. Blocker save is made there by Borrello as it's cleared back towards the other way. Mara, the captain, brought it back the other way. As now the Roadrunners go in for a shot that goes wide from Hepburn. Clears back the other way. Kutztown having some trouble in their own zone. Hepburn's going to try to get around Luke Repsick. And it's picked up niftily there by Petaway. Phil Melito. We're in the Danny Briere 48 towards Petaway. Hepburn made a good play to get into the zone, but it was an offsides against the Roadrunners. So here's an update on the Delaware Valley Collegiate Hockey Conference standings for Kutztown. So far, at first place is Newman, a record of 7-1-1. Penn State Harrisburg, a record of 7-5-0. Kutztown, a record of 6-0. And Salisbury, a record of 3-7-0. Kutztown D2 will take on Salisbury tomorrow at night at the campus rink in Downingtown, PA. Unfortunately, will not be there for that game, but hopefully to do well in that game from KU's viewpoint, from their view at least. It's a big weekend for Kutztown as they've unfortunately lost 5 of their last 6, although they've played quite well in a lot of their games, even in some of their losses. But they're trying to end that tonight and maybe get some momentum going forward. Swatwinski trying to get it back around there from Vela. Vela, beg your pardon, will try to heap it on the board since Colton Bates gets it past the blue line. Shot back towards Swatwinski, vice president of KU Hockey. Pass going to the super freshman, Chase Canestra. What a gem he has been. Pass goes to center, intended for Colton Bates, tipped wide. As now this goes back behind the boards. Swatwinski whacked at the puck, it just kept it onside. Here's Canestra, fed one there for the circle there. Fanning on the shot was the freshman Griffin Carpenter, as Bates is going to move around to the circle. Backhand pass goes to DeRosa, and that was offside. DeRosa took a slop shot after the whistle blew, although it wasn't too late, though, so that would not be a penalty. At least I don't think it would be. No, it is not. I almost thought they were moving DeRosa to the penalty box for a second, but no, he's just going to go to the bench for a little breather and a little water, too. Off this tie-up, tipped off the stick of Gavin Wolf. Pfizer, the recent goal scorer, will rush back towards the right side. Pfizer, backhand pass in front. That will not go. Neil Sigamosko, turn over there for Pfizer again. And Jay Janney makes a nice right pad pill stop. Pfizer has it again behind the boards. He gets somewhat checked by Perico. This puck goes off the side of the cage as Frankie Izzy, the only freshman who has not scored so far for Kutztown, clears it down. Almost had one against Delaware a few weeks ago. He's on the ice now behind the goal. Comes back in front there. Good play made by Graney to keep it into the zone, but not for long. Roadrunners move back the other way. Devin Haynes will shoot it back from behind as Pericone's going to swiftly give it there for Petaway. Petaway back towards Frankie Izzy. Couldn't connect on the pass. Maurer, the captain for the Roadrunners, shot it back towards the Kutztown territory zone as the Roadrunners keep it in, and they will. It's Hepburn with a blast, and he hit the wrong net. You gotta hit the net on the ice, pal, not the one over the glass. I know that probably deflected, but still, come on, man, you hit the wrong net. As they're gonna move the face-off towards the Kutztown left circle. Jacob Hepburn so far goals this season, but does have 7 assists for 7 points. Currently has the 4th most points on the Roadrunners squad. Owen Pareka, Porks as they call him, in the locker room, trying to get the puck out of Hepburn behind the boards and between the glass. Graney's going to try to get it back the other way. Graney's been excellent for Kutztown so far, 15 in goal. As Graney goes tumbling like a tumbleweed on the center ice past the line, is now Foster nearly lost his balance, getting the puck through the Ramapo zone. Antonio Onella, former Igloo Jaguar in the Atlantic Hockey Federation, towards Luke Repsick. Nova gets rattled hard on the glass by Hepburn. As now the Roadrunners cleared it back in again. Antonio Onello backhand pass was fanned as the Roadrunners nearly take it, but Onello, thankfully from his viewpoint, will hit it off the boards back to Kutztown's possession, but maybe not for long, as it's kept onside there by Zach Norton. A turnover here for a shot, they score! It is 2-0 Roadrunners, not even 10 minutes into the first period. Alex Cohen makes it 2-0 Roadrunners. That is his second goal on the year, and he makes it 2-0. So not too long ago, Pfizer got his 10th goal of the season, and now Alex Cohen gets his second on the year. As it's 2-0 Roadrunners early in this one. Still plenty of time left in this game, but definitely a good start for the Roadrunners, but not so much for the Golden Bears. This is tipped over the net, gloved by Josh Bauer in front of the crease as it goes wide. We've seen more tipped pucks in front of the net in the NHL before that end up going in, so you never know what can happen as long as it's an illegal play and not a high stick. Didn't seem to be there. Slotwinski towards DeRosa, couldn't connect on that pass. As the Roadrunners retrieve it back on the defensive side, tipped off the stick of Pfizer towards Slotwinski, and now back to DeRosa. Griffin Carpenter trying to go past the line, backhands, he gets checked hard off the boards, off the glass. He was checked there by Ty Watson, stays on the ice for now. Pfizer rushes on the left wing, pass Golden Bates with a wrist shot, blocked by Jay Jenney, and it does it go into the net? It does! It found its way past Jay Jenney. I wasn't sure if that went in at first. A bad luck play for Jay Jenney. Anthony Pfizer gets his second of the night off the blocker of Jay Jenney and into the back of the net, and based on what I'm able to see on the bench, that will be it for Jay Jenney. Colby Rosen is getting his equipment on, it seems to be, and the Golden Bears are going to switch goaltenders. They finally get the whistle to pull their goaltender. So Colby Rosen comes into the game after Jay Jenney allowed that goal, making it 3-0. He throws his overpriced stick and gloves to the ground in frustration, and his mask, and I would not want to be taking him home for sure tonight. As now the Roadrunners bring it back in for Pfizer, and that goes wide. Pfizer almost getting the hat trick in the first period alone. Pfizer now with 11 goals on the year, 2 tonight, as Perico hits it off the boards. This goes off a few sticks and skates. Pfizer again flips one intentionally to get his own pass past the blue line. Pfizer trying to go for it once more. Pfizer wearing that John LeClaire 10. He's looking for a penalty, and he's not going to get one. Perico backheads one towards Carpenter. It's forechecked by Pfizer to Perico, as he's going to go right behind his net. Tipped away there by Morrow in front there from... It was nearly a tipped pass for Moscow. Sorry for the delayed reaction there, as Morrow, the captain, will hit it off the side of the cage. Get checked by Paul Perricone. Definitely not as physical as the game as the last time these two teams have played, at least so far. We've had a good amount of physicality, but in at least the first 5 minutes in the last matchup these two teams played, it seemed like it was the opening, it seemed like it was one of the first games of the Hanson brothers at Slapshot. Physicality as far as the eye can see. Not as much of that tonight. Coming back the other way is Devin Haynes. Well, should be back behind the goal. Towards Frankie Izzy. Lost the puck. Gathered up by the Roadrunners towards the corner. Tipped up another stick. This is backhanded past the blue line and out of the zone for now. Meanwhile, Golden Bears bring it back there for Gavin Wolf. Fell down, actually. He ran into a Roadrunners player. He actually ran into Penanick, as now he's going to bring it past the line. Backhand pass goes on to Jackson Foster. Nearly gets the puck back as it goes back towards the corner. It's capped onside for a wrist shot that nearly tipped en route that goes wide in the net of Colby Rosen. I'll go over Rosen's stats at the next whistle. Helpburn there to Atwell. Atwell with a wrist shot that goes off the glass and wide and over the crossbar. Foster couldn't get it out of the harm's way. It's Helpburn will take a flipping shot that goes towards the corner. Roadrunners continually setting up their relentless offense. 7:07 and counting to go in the first period. 3-0 Ramapo. Shots on net 7-3 in favor of the Roadrunners. Now make the 8 shots on net as that shot was denied by Colby Rosen. So Colby Rosen entering the game, goals against average 4.10, save percentage of .880, and his record so far this season is 2-2-0. Swatwinski towards Jackson Novak. Brovak, as they call him in the locker room. Pretty much everyone calls him that at this point, if you haven't heard them already in previous games. Swatwinski towards DeRosa. Trying to escape. Back is underway. DeRosa going past a few lines. Going past the blue line. Has an edge on the corner. Backhand shot that goes off the side of the net. Man, DeRosa, especially on power plays for Kutztown as of late, almost seems like he's imitating Alex Ovechkin. He's always waiting on the left circle to take a slap shot. He did score a goal or two trying that, actually. Seems to be odd tactic for a defenseman to try, but if it works, it works. Swatwinski's clearing attempt was blocked down. It actually went into Alex Cohen, the recent goal scorer. It seemed to get stuck in his equipment. It comes out now, and they're going to call play dead. And actually, Cohen seems to be somewhat laboring to get back on towards the bench. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Off this tie-up, one offensively by Repsing. Now Bauer, Paracone lost control, takes it back on the point with the wrist shot into the tips into the net. They score! Paracone from the point, tipped in by Josh Bauer, and the Bears get on the board. Bauer had a goal similar to that when the Bears played Cornell a few weeks ago. When Jackson Foster took a wrist shot from the point, it tipped off of Bauer and in. This time it's from Paracone, and he makes it a 2-goal game. For Bauer, who won the overtime winner against Ramapo back in late September, for tonight gets his 7th goal on the season, and as of this moment, he leads the team in goals. Now Pfizer on a counterattack play that's tipped off of Paracone. And speaking of Paul Paracone, once again getting an assist. Paracone's been very good this season. 2 goals for now, 7 assists, and 9 points. Josh Bauer going the other way. Backhand shot that goes wide. Luke Repsick trying to get the puck out of Moscow as now the Roadrunners can't get it back towards center ice. Is now Phil Molito on the wing, has it. Molito, fit one across. Bauer makes a check there on a Roadrunners player. Couldn't see who that was towards the net as Petaway hits it off the boards. Josh Bauer took down Zach Norton actually in front of the goal. And speaking of Norton, he has the puck now rushing back the other way. Norton off the boards, and he'll chase for him relentlessly back towards the corner. Trying to get her out of Jackson Foster now. Pfizer will set up, tipped off a stick in front there to Moscow as now the Bears will have to set up defensively now. Chase Canestra rushes back the other way. He's going to need some help. He's got Dalton Bull, but he lost the puck. Little less than 5 minutes to go in the first period. It is 3-1 Ramapo. Shots on net now 9-5 in favor of the Roadrunners. Antonio Nello will go behind his net. Wristing pass going for DeRosa. Gets checked there by Morrow, the captain. They're trying to get it out of his skates as the Golden Bears are trying to kill some time here. And now it comes free there for the Roadrunners as they're going to go right behind the net. Backhand pass was tipped. That was coming from Haynes as now this goes there towards the corner of Hepburn. Hepburn's going to pick it up on the circle, takes it there, takes a wrist shot, and wasn't even looking. That goes wide of Colby Rosen. Backhand pass, and now the Roadrunners once again set up. And Nello will chase for it, make a one-hand play with his stick, trying to get the puck out, but he couldn't. Haynes' backhand goes off the chest there of Carpenter, and this will be a delayed offsides. Wiped down against Ramapo. DeRosa's long-range pass intended for O'Neill. Did not go. No icing here. And Forillo is simply going to hang on with 3:34 to go in the first period. Still 3-1 Roadrunners. O'Neill, Wolf, Swatwinski, Frankie Izzy, and DeRosa on the ice now for the Bears. Swatwinski with the wrist shot that was blocked down. Now O'Neill couldn't keep it onside. As now bringing back the other way is Eric Miles. Shoots it in, and a save is made by Colby Rosen. Now the Roadrunners have it on the corner still there for Alex Cohen. Brought back the other way by Liam O'Neill. Falls down as he clears it into the zone. No icing here. Kept on the line there by Swatwinski. Chasing for it on the corner. Hits it off the glass. As the Roadrunners will attempt to get it back out, and they will clear it all the way back to down, and this will be an icing against Ramapo. I was talking to Coach Raul for Kutztown before the game and asking him some questions about how is he hoping his team will approach this important two-game weekend. And one thing he was saying to me is how he's hoping his team can be a lot more disciplined throughout these two games tonight and tomorrow as they are going to move the space up to the right circle for Stephen Graney to try to win this here for Kutztown offensively, and he does. Perico with a blast, and a save is made there by Forillo as he holds on. They only took a few seconds off the clock as they'll redo the draw. Ramapo now getting a line change for some reinforcements. Cohen now going to the bench. I was saying he was kind of shaken up earlier, but he seems to be okay. Atwell will backhand one off the boards. Visor will take it on the corner. Visor hits it off the glass as it goes out of play, and it actually goes over the safety netting. Some of the fans are trying to get it down there. Funny how that comes over the safety netting. The job of the net is supposed to keep it out, but it somehow slipped through, but that can happen. That's why you always have to be careful. Off this face-off, Pareca to Perico as his shot was tipped wide. Now it's Grady. Back to Perico again. Pass in front there for Pareca as it's tipped wide. Pork's trying to get his second goal of the season as this goes out of play once again. And off this face-off, the Roadrunners will try to take some control. Petaway. Played for D3 of last year with D2 this season. No icing here. Forillo, the goaltender for the Roadrunners, was looking for an icing, but he won't get it. That shot's blocked down. The shot coming from Petaway. Back comes Pfizer once again. Past the line with Moscow as that shot deflects and goes off the roof. As I was saying earlier, there's two disco balls up near the ceilings here at power play rinks. You gotta hope a puck doesn't hit that. And actually at Body Zone, which is where D3 plays a lot of their games for Kutztown, they have two rinks, and one of the rinks that they play in, no, correction, they don't play in one of the rinks, but in one of the rinks at that facility, they also have two disco balls there too. Hepburn with a shot saved there by Colby Rosen. Hepburn got it back in front for a shot, and that's blocked down. Another shot there from the point deflects. It goes off the Canadian flag. The shot came from Zach Norton and went over the safety netting and off the Canadian flag. Never seen that before. This is brought back behind the corner there as DeRosa will try to get it out there in front for Graney as well. 1:24 to counting to go in the period. Graney rushing back at center ice. That's Pareca and Novak. Past the line now. Graney's going to stop. Guide to Pareca, but he lost control of the puck. This goes off the boards, and it couldn't be an offside because it was going around DeRosa as Swatwinski takes it in his own end. Rosa back to Novak. Last minute to play in the first period. Graney going past both lines. Graney 15 in goal. Takes it on the corner. Backhand sweep down behind the net for Novak. Got one in front for Graney, but it was tipped wide. Swatwinski, backhand pass defensively to Jackson Novak. Line change for the Roadrunners as Novak with a shot that was tipped off a Ramapo stick and down towards the corner. 35 seconds to go in the period. Here is Novak approaching there, waiting as he shot the puck wide of the goal. Almost seemed like he has some space as he misses the target. Repsick now behind the goal. 20 seconds to go in the period. Repsick backhand pass behind the net there for Josh Bauer. Backhand pass tipped wide off a Ramapo stick. A rebound there by Swatwinski. Whacked the puck as that goes wide. 7 seconds to go in the period. Novak got one in front, tipped off the side of the net. As Swatwinski makes a big check there. He tried to tip down Carnello as the period comes to an end. A very interesting period for both sides. And it is 3-1 Roadrunners after one shots on net. 11-7 in favor of the Roadrunners. We will be back for the second period about to get underway here. It is 3-1 Ramapo. Shots on net 11-7 in favor of the Roadrunners. Goals coming from Anthony Pfizer with 2. Alex Cohen getting 1 as well. And for Kutztown, Josh Bauer got one of many goals he's had this season once again tonight. Wanted to give a quick shout out to Scott in Chicago. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the game all the way down there in the Midwest. Moscow will go for the face-off here for the Roadrunners against Stephen Graney to start out the second period. Paul Fiorello in net for the Roadrunners still in this game, and Colby Rosen in net now for the Golden Bears as he was called into the game after Jay Janney allowed his third goal of the night. Swatwinski trying to make this a long-range pass to Jackson Nova. Couldn't connect on that play, and this will be an icing against the Golden Bears. Only 18 seconds into this period. And actually, we have a delayed whistle. Speaking of Jay Janney, he was a bit late to actually come out of the locker room, and now he's joining the Bears on the bench. Better late than never for Jay. Off this face-off, one there by the Roadrunners. Pfizer trying to get the hat-trick, a backhand shot. Colby Rosen makes a save. A player for the Roadrunners falls down behind the net. That was Moscow, as we're going to get a whistle with 19:33 to go in the second. Rosen has actually taken off his goalie mask, and he's going to, I presume, readjust it after adjusting his long hair. They're going to move this face-off here to the offside dot. Moscow and Graney once again on the face-off circle. Puck is dropped, and we resume the play on. Pfizer on the way with a wrist shot tipped off a Kutztown boot and wide. Here's a rebound chance from the point that was fanned and blocked down. DeRosa can't get it back the other way as this goes off the pads there of Colby Rosen. That shot goes wide. Roy Maurer, who is the captain for the Roadrunners, wearing a 43 in black on the ice right now. You can see him right there going past the blue line. As we have a check there on the corner on Owen Pareca, and we are going to finally have our first penalty of the game. Again, there was 20 total penalties for both sides the last time these two teams played, and the man guilty of the penalty going to the box of shame shall be Brian Atwell. So Kutztown, just what they needed to start this period. A power play to potentially get back into the game. 2-minute man advance for them. Carpenter for the draw. Golden Bears controlled it for Repsick. Repsick on the line now there for Jace Canestra. Comes back there for Gavin Wolf. Now it's Repsick. Side net there for a pass there that was actually Bauer with the feed, not Gavin Wolf. As Canestra gets it to Bauer. Pass goes to Repsick. Canestra again. Pass in front towards the intended for Bauer. That goes wide. In front of the net there is Swatwinski as well as Carpenter. Canestra has it on the right wing. That went across. Tipped off the stick there of Maurer and out of harm's way. Josh Bauer being checked off his leg. Maurer takes it away. Backhand shot that goes wide. What a chance for the captain. Short-handed there for the Roadrunners. as we are going to get a stoppage of play when the puck was on the corner. And I believe we have another penalty coming up. Let's see here. I believe we have something coming up against Josh Bauer. The penalty box door for Kutztown is open, and Bauer's going to the box. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 19. So the power play has come to a halting end for Kutztown. So the Roadrunners will have a brief power play in the next minute 14. So we're on 4-on-4 for now. Stephen Graney off the boards, makes his own pass to get it towards the corner. Couldn't gather up. A player for the Roadrunners goes tumbling down towards the boards. That was Ty Watson. As now Graney gets it right behind the net. Novak was leveled hard there. His helmet seemed to be unadjusted from that play, but he has it back on his head now. Now goes to Perico. Falls into it. Stashed one by. And a save is made there by Fiorello as he had his pads down towards the ice to keep it out of the net. As now Petaway is going to rush back the other way. Clears it past the line as now this goes behind the net there for Watson. 32 seconds of counting until it's 5-on-4 for the Roadrunners. That shot from the point of Petaway goes behind the net there for Melito. Watson backhanded her. That goes to Pericone. Now Melito in the corner avoids the check there of Moscow, taken there by Novak. Novak there towards Petaway. Perico has it on the right side with a wrist shot that goes off the glass. Watson had it in front of the blue paint there as the puck is going to be covered up there by Fiorello. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next 9 seconds. So the Roadrunners will have a power play for 41 seconds as they have a 3-1 lead. 17-10 to go in the second period. Still a lot of time left in this game. Off this faceoff, this goes behind the net. Maurer will go for it on the corner. Tipped off, he cuts on stick as he lost control of the biscuit. And now the Roadrunners will move back the other way and pass the line, but this will be an offside. Devin Haynes was trying to rush back the other way for the Roadrunners, but they broke the rules. Wasn't a penalty, but it was an offsides. Couldn't imagine if offsides end up being a penalty. It would be power plays galore for any type of game. Maurer will backhand one past Griffin Carpenter. DeRosa couldn't get it out of the zone. It's kept in towards the blue line as now Moscow's going to have it on the corner to the side of the net. Moscow gets it back with a shot that tipped wide. I believe Colby Rosen may have gotten a piece of that as it comes back there for the red-hot Anthony Pfizer. Maurer on the corner. Moscow with a wrist shot tipped wide. Rosen may have gotten a piece of that. I'm not sure if it did. Hard to see where the puck went from that quick wrist shot as now this goes behind the Roadrunners' goal. DeRosa whacks one past the blue line. Maurer's going to make this pass. Bouncing knuckle puck goes to Moscow as it goes off a Kutztown stick that was Stephen Graney. Makes a nice play. Graney going past the line, but he lost a good two-way play. It's made by Anthony Pfizer. Kicked off the skates there of Griffin Carpenter. Brought back the other way there by the Roadrunners as they're going to have it there from on the corner. Backhanded back towards Carpenter as he's going to take some control here on the wing. Nice pass to Graney on an onside play. Graney lost the puck there away from Zach Norton as Pfizer will once again take it through center ice. Lost the puck. Good play made by Novak, who takes it the other way. Saturday pass to Owen Pereka. Pass going to Graney, but it's an offsides yet again. Off this tie-up, one cleanly by Repsick as Foster chipped one back towards Norton. Norton, this goes off a Roadrunner stick that actually went off of Cardamello as now Bauer takes it on the corner for the Bears. I believe that puck accidentally went off the official unintentionally. As now this goes back towards the right corner for Josh Bauer. Kept there by Foster with a wrist shot that was blocked down as the Roadrunners clear back down. Making the block there was Cohen, and he appears to be hurt from that blocked shot as they're going to call play dead. Hopefully Cohen is okay. I was saying earlier, Cohen and a puck hit him earlier. He seemed to be laboring going to the bench. A puck hits him again from the shot of Jackson Foster, as he appears to be getting off the ice on his own power. Definitely has a lot more trouble getting to the bench this time compared to earlier in the first period. I'll let you know if he returns to the game. They're going to move this face-off all the way down. I think Luke Repsick is not agreeing on the location of the face-off after a Roadrunners injury, but we continue to play on. Melito trying to get around Hepburn. Hepburn keeps it in the zone, makes some digs, falls down on a legal play as Repsick makes it past there. Melito past the line. Melito back to Repsick. Repsick is shot. Save. Rebound was loose there as another save is made there by Friorello as he's keeping his Roadrunners team up by 2. Meanwhile, Antonio Onella will tumble down as well as Hepburn. And Nello seems to be slow to get back off his knees. As meanwhile, they score! Antonio Nell was shaking up on the corner. The Roadrunners make a pass, set one in front as they make it 4-1. Robert Wagnish gets the goal to make it 4-1 Roadrunners. And for him this season, that is his second goal on the year. So a 4-1 lead for the Roadrunners. Definitely a great start for them. Not so much for the Golden Bears for a start in this second period. As now the hot Pfizer is going to shoot one back towards the corner. Canestro off of Petaway. Down to Carpenter. Now Canestro will rush back on the wing. Going past the line now with Bates. Canestro wrist. A nice right pass stop is made there by Fiorello. Now it's Petaway with a shot blocked down by Roadrunner stick as Maurer trying to make this pass to Moscow, who made the original blocking play, and this will be an icing as a result. Frankie Izzy behind the net. Hits it off the boards for Paul Perricone. Keeps it onside. Glove down there by Haynes. As Maurer's pass intended for Pfizer will go to Petaway instead. Nearly lost it from Pfizer, trying to escape his reach now. Petaway, no pass off the boards. Goes to Perricone. And Atwell keeps it onside. 13-12 and counting to go in the second. 4-1 Roadrunners. Atwell will retrieve it defensively for the Roadrunners as offensively going for it was Frankie Izzy. Liam O'Neill touched it briefly. Dalton falls down. No one pass in front there to the side and net of Frankie Izzy as his pass would not go. Meanwhile, Roadrunners moving with numbers 3-on-2. Here's Pfizer. Shoots one. Save made by Colby Rosen with the pillow pads. Fanned on this shot. Kutztown clears it down. This puck rolls all the way down to the other side of the ice, and they're going to call no icing. Atwell. This goes off the glass as the Roadrunners once again sit up in their own end. Cohen is back on the ice. Good to see as he was shaken up earlier in this period a few minutes ago. Seems to be okay now. He's wearing 25 in black, just so if you don't know. Atwell lost his footing as now Brovac is going to take it on the point there for Pareca. Now it's Petaway, who's going to try to get one in front, but no Golden Bear to take a shot on net. This goes off the high glass and rattles itself all the way down to the Kutztown end for Novak to retrieve it away. DeRosa. Owen Pareca fanned pass, nearly turned over as the Roadrunners nearly have possession. Pareca will get some redemption to get it out of harm's way, at least for now. Norton clears it by. Swatwinski towards DeRosa, as well as Novak. Off the stick there of Hepburn. Norton's going to get it past the line now for the Roadrunners. Pass intended there for Cornomello is now DeRosa is going to take this pass there from Swatwinski. They'll play catch. Swatwinski The Rosa assistant captain, 2 in gold. Long-range pass for Canestra. Got too far from him. No icing here. Canestra trying to escape the defense as he's going to twirl back around. That is actually Graney, beg your pardon. And now he gets it back for Swatwinski. Swatwinski, a shot blocked down. There was no rebound. There was a puck loose in front near the blue paint there for the Bears, but they couldn't get a rebound shot on goal. Graney chasing for it was Josh Bauer trying to get his second of the night. As Norton is checked hard there by Josh Bauer, and unfortunately from Bauer, that is going to be a penalty. Delayed call here against the Roadrunners. Antonio now touches up, and Ramapo is going back on the power play. Norton appears to be shaken up from that hit of Josh Bauer. Zach Norton has 2 goals for no assists and 2 points this year. He's going to get some help to get on the bench. Bauer going into the box of shame for the second time tonight. 10:40 to go in the second period. It is 4-1 Ramapo as the Roadrunners go in the power play. As a one-time blast, good glove save is made by Colby Rosen from Mauer. So this is just a 2-minute power play, just to be exact. Players on the Ramapo bench tapping their sticks in appreciation of how well they've played so far in this game. Mauer's going to chase it down. Nearly lost the puck. Melito makes a check near on center ice. He tried to take down Wagner, the recent goal scorer for the Roadrunners, as Moscow will go for it there for Perico. Backhands one. He just goes off the linesman as the Roadrunners unintentionally shoot it all the way down. I think they try to make a pass through their defense. Line change for the Golden Bears. Pfizer rushing down the wing, going past the line again with a wrist shot, and an easy glove save is snagged out of the air by Colby Rosen. As after the play, Pfizer and DeRosa were getting a little physical off the boards behind the net of Colby Rosen. Moscow off this faceoff, controlled by the Roadrunners with a shot that goes wide and tipped off of his stick in front of the goal. The graduate student Gavin Wolf trying to rush the other way, but couldn't for long. Moscow give it there in front as now Pfizer. Big check is made on center ice. Pfizer on Dalton Bull. Bull's going to get up and stay on the ice and stay on this shift. 50 seconds to go in the power play as we are going to get a whistle with 9:27 to go in the second period. And we are going to get a penalty on Anthony Pfizer involving that hit on Dalton Bull. So it will be 4-4 for the next 48 seconds. And then the Golden Bears will have a power play for 1:12. So we'll see how this 4-4 turns out. Hopefully, from KU's perspective, they can maybe get back in this one as they're still down by 3. We have passed the halfway point regulation time. Sorry for not mentioning that sooner. I usually do. Meanwhile, here is Foster. Backhands one for Novak. Voigt to check. Mauer off the boards. For Petaway to pick it back up. Hits it off the boards as well for Graney. Moscow takes it 16 in black for the Roadrunners. 5 goals for 7 assists for 12 points. Had 2 goals and assists against the Golden Bears in their last matchup. As they're going to move this faceoff back to the right circle. Off this tie-up, Atwell controls. Mauer will try to get it back the other way off the boards. Moscow outlet pass going to Atwell on the left wing. Going right to the net as he lost control of the puck. And hold on a second here. Colby Rosen appears to be shaken up as Atwell was trying to go coast to coast, moving the puck towards the right post of the net. He appeared to run into Colby Rosen. Atwell appears to be okay, but Colby Rosen has remained down on the ice, and he's going to get up on his knees. Hopefully he's okay. Applause by the crowd. He's actually taking off his mask, and he's able to get up back on his 2 feet, so that's good to see. Those collisions can always be scary. You never know what can happen, but at least what we're able to see for now, Rosen may have gotten a little lucky there. So it'll be 4-4 for the next 9 seconds, and then the Golden Bears will go on a shortened power play. Going in Graney at center ice. Puck is dropped, and we resume the play on. Petaway to Graney. Graney at center ice. Busting through the... Now it's a power play for the Golden Bears for the next minute 10 and counting. Foster at blast, same day. Rebound in front. Goaltender is down as Fiorillo made the initial stop. He lost his stick looking for a penalty, and now it's Foster. Backhand pass to Petaway. Good offensive chance for the Bears. They'll continue on here. Foster holding on with the shot blocked down. Fiorillo is still missing his stick. He's coming out towards the net to get it back on his hand. Now it's Foster. Lost the puck as he just keeps it onside. Graney on the wing. Now to Petaway. Back to Foster. With the wrist shot. Save me there as the Golden Bears are unable to keep it past the line. Fiorillo making a tandem of stops after he lost his stick and was actually kind of scrambling Snow Angel Dominic Hasek style for a brief seconds there. Was able to get back up and keep making a variety of stops as the Roadrunners once again clear it down. 13 seconds to go in the Pfizer minor penalty. Perricone. The defenseman going past the line with the shot that goes wide of the glove there of Fiorillo. And now we're back to 5-on-5. Pfizer is freed from the box of shame. And he's cherry picking at center ice. He's going to take the long range pass. In all on Pfizer! And a save is made by Rosen. Chosen Rosen denying Pfizer to getting the hat trick in tonight's game. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets more offensive chances tonight, but at least for now, it still remains 4-1. $7:15 and counting to go in the second period. Atwell couldn't keep it onside. Canestra towards Carpenter. As Bates couldn't hold on to the puck at center ice, this goes behind the net. Given Carpenter lost it there for Mauer. Set one across the Pfizer shot. Save Rosen again. Off this face-off, Perricone going behind his own net towards Carpenter. Carpenter long-range pass intended for Canestra. Had too much power on that passing play. DeRosa behind his own goal gets checked once again by Pfizer in the same spot. They had a bit of a physical play behind that part of the net earlier in this period. As the Roadrunners still have it on the corner there for Mauer. This bouncing puck is kicked off the skate there of Carpenter, kept onside by Atwell. Atwell, a blast that goes wide. DeRosa trying to get it away. Colton Bates. Pfizer going for it around Perricone. And now goes to Carpenter. Atwell, another one-time shot that goes wide. Actually, his initial shot was a wrist shot. That time it was a slap shot. Still great chances here for 3 in black and red. Canestra got checked by Atwell. And we're going to have a penalty coming. Will be against Atwell, I believe. It's against Ramapo. I can say that for sure. And it will be against Atwell. Or will it? He's still circling around. So it's going to be a tripping penalty, and it will be against Ryan Atwell. So another power play now for the Golden Bears for the next 2 minutes. 6 minutes to go in the period. 4-1 Ramapo. Shots on that 21-16 in favor of the Roadrunners. Greeny, Novak, Perricone, DeRosa, and Wolf off this face-off. Perricone flings one in for DeRosa. D-Rose down to Grady. Grady with a shot goes off the side of the net. I believe getting a piece of that was Fiorillo as the DeRosa slap pass for Grady. Grady is shot tipped wide and goes out of play. DeRosa down for Paul Perricone in the high slot towards Graney. Takes it on the corner. Graney back to Paul Perricone. Pass going to DeRosa. Minute 30 to go in the power play now. Gets Atwell. Shot on that save in there as the shot came from Paul Paracone. As the Roadrunners once again cleared all the way down. Colby Rosen appearing to be okay after that collision he had earlier. Ironically, it was on Brian Atwell, wasn't a dirty play. As meanwhile, the Roadrunners get a short-handed chance on that, and Rosen makes the save. From August, who has the last goal for the Roadrunners as of right now. Minute 07 to go on the power play for the Golden Bears. DeRosa behind his own net, looking for some option plays. He'll give it to Graney. At center ice, going past the line on the right wing. Excellent player, Graney, with a shot that goes off the side of the net. He's kind of the Claude Giroux of the Golden Bears, as I've said before. I say that because he's excellent at faceoffs, and he gets a lot of points. DeRosa will get it back to center ice. 34 seconds to go on the man advantage. Novak past the line. Novak towards DeRosa as he's going to reach for it on the corner. Nearly gathered up by Novak. As now it's still stuck back on towards the corner. Now goes to Slotwinski. Slotwinski to Rebson. Nearly lost control. Backhands one for Novak. 14 seconds to go in the power play now. Josh Bauer, former puck Trojan, couldn't reach the puck and goes to Slotwinski. DeRosa is now this good going. A shot on net there by Novak as he couldn't get towards the net. Novak back going towards it was Repsick. As now Repsick's going to hit it off the boards for Slotwinski. Slotwinski down towards Jackson. Novak gets checked out on the circle. No penalty call there. That shot on net is saved there by Fiorello from Tyree Petaway. Sorry, I called Petaway's name earlier. I got the numbers mixed up. Petaway wears 3, and Josh Barrow wears 6, as the power play has expired. Three and a half to go in the second. Still 4-1 Roadrunners. Swatwinski's shot was blocked down by Cohen. Man, Cohen has been blocking so many shots on net. The first two, he seemed to get hurt from it, but that one he did not. Colton Bates with a wrist shot that goes off the blocker there of Fiorello, as now this goes back towards the corner of Chase Canestra. Canestra to Swatwinski. Swatwinski with a wrist shot blocked once again by Cohen. Man, he's been a warrior tonight blocking all these shots. Cohen's going to take it. We have a delayed penalty. We had a collision in the Kutztown, beg your pardon, in the Ramapo end, and we're going to have another power play coming up for the Roadrunners. I apologize, I can't describe the play. I fear it's called Canestra. I had my eyes go to the other side of the rink as that check happened. I thought I somewhat saw it, but regardless, the Roadrunners are going back on the man advantage. Moscow on this circle here. Won it cleanly for the Roadrunners. Gets the puck back on the wing. And now they're going to continually set up here. It's on the circle for the wrist shot. Sammy Marusa. Rebound, they score! Slam dunk into the back of the net. Power play goal for the Ramapo Roadrunners. Maurer, the captain, makes it 5-1. 13 seconds into the power play. They did not waste any time there. For Maurer, that is his 4th goal of the season. And he makes it 5-1. Pfizer with a shot that goes off of Colby Rosen. Frankie Easy couldn't get out of the zone. As now Liam O'Neill's going to take it past the line. The freshman, O'Neill, gets checked behind the boards. Paul Perico trying to keep it onside as he tried to kick the puck. Frankie Izzy clears it past the line now. As the Roadrunners move back the other way. They've had an excellent game as they lead 5-1 with little more than 2 minutes and counting to go in the period. Moscow back to a shot that was blocked out. Colby Rosen's way out of his neck. It's still loose in front. Maurer got the initial chance. The recent goal scorer. Pfizer, a wrist shot that was blocked along its path. Frankie Izzy fires a one-time shot as after Frankie Izzy failed to get it out of the zone. Maurer now towards Moscow. Maurer takes it on the wing. Back to Atwell. Shoots it back towards the net there of Paracone. Petaway will give it to Frankie Izzy. Kept onside by Pfizer. Pfizer, a slap shot from long range like a defenseman that goes wide. Off the net of Colby Rosen. This is cleared all the way back down towards the Ramapo zone. Easy icing calling there. Longest will go for this face-off for the against Dalton Bull. And the Roadrunners won it as that shot right off the draw by Watson was blocked along its way. Neal backhander as now Paracone's going to move it on the right side. Shoots it past the line and off the boards. Last minute of the play in the second period. Hepburn couldn't get it out of the zone. Frankie Izzy set one in front, but no one called him there to take a shot on net. Carnell was going to shoot it wide, and that of Colby Rosen paddles the puck off his stick as Hepburn's going to have it on the corner. Spinning around there was Graney. Didn't know where the puck was for a brief moment. Antonio Onella appears to be okay after he was checked hard after one of the recent goals for the Roadrunners. As meanwhile, Graney going past the line. With less than 30 seconds to go in the period as a save is made there in the left arm and appeared to be of Fiorello. Off of Stephen Graney. 25.4 seconds remaining on the clock. And Graney on the circle. And Graney wins it offensively. And Nello, a shot that was blocked down and went off of Eric Miles. Still behind the goal. 15 seconds to go in the period. Graney with a pass in front that was tipped off of Cohen. Kutztown trying to set up something here as Parecka will backhand one there towards Novak. 4 seconds to go in the period. Novak, Kutztown trying to get a shot at that as time is going to expire. And it is 5-1. Ramapo after two. We have some altercations near the Zamboni door after the timer on the Jumbotron expired and the buzzer going off. Both teams will now go to the locker room for some rest. And it is 5-1 Ramapo after two. Shots on that 25-21 in favor of the Roadrunners. We will be back for the third. Third period has gotten underway here at Power Play Rinks. It is 5-1 Ramapo. Shots on net 25-21 in favor of the Roadrunners. Roadrunners trying to win their second straight game. As this puck is now going to head down towards Pfizer. Swawinski with a wrist shot that goes wide of the net. So Kutztown will be back tomorrow night against Salisbury. Unless they can pull off a miracle tonight in this period. Regardless, they're going to have to get a lot of work going tomorrow at the campus rink. And again, if you missed earlier, I unfortunately will not be there at that game, but I wish the Golden Bears luck. But now Graney has it on the corner. Graney off the tip stick there on Moscow as now Paracone's going to backhand one back there towards Novak. Novak there for a shot there by Foster. Good defensive play is made there by Maurer as this puck is going to bounce all the way down towards Paul Paracone. Phil Melito. Fan pass towards Foster as well as Repsick towards Josh Bowers. Sweeped away backhand play. Good place made there by Fiorello, the goaltender for the Roadrunners again. So far, he has saved 20 of 21 shots on net. Good performance by him so far. The shot there by Moscow goes off of the stick there of Rosen. And now Melito rushes on the right wing. Melito going past the line. Intended pass for Josh Bauer. Was not connected there. Watson down for Pfizer. And now Cartomolo will shoot one back, pounds the boards. As now Carpenter shoots it in towards the Roadrunners' end. Canestro keeps it into the zone for a brief time. As Kutztown defensively shoots it back in from DeRosa. Back coming the other way for the Roadrunners there. On the right side there is Cardomelo as he's going to have the puck behind towards the boards. Canestra towards Hepburn. Sorry, I had to mute the mic there for a second. All good now. Here is now Swatwinski's going to take it on defense. Swatwinski bound there for Hepburn as he couldn't take control of the puck there for Canestra. Carpenter takes it on the left wing back towards Canestra with a wrist shot saved there. Once again there by Fiorillo. Graney off this face-up. Owen Prickett with a shot whacked off a Ramapo glove. That was the glove there of Haynes. As Haynes will take it defensively there off the boards near the Ramapo bench and shot all the way down. Paul Perricone trying to get it out of Eric Miles. Foster's going to give it there for Perricone, who turns back around. As Foster will try to retrieve it back. Atwell on the point. Hits it off the boards around there for Perricone. Pass going to Novak at center. That was tipped off the stick there of Brady Vela, as now Novak has it on the backhand pass that goes wide. DeRosa, one-time shot, misses the net. Now it's Bauer keeping it on side there from Graney, as now the Roadrunners cleared back towards the line. Swatwinski on defense, shoots it in. Glove save is made there by Fiorillo, who holds on. 15:40 to go in the third. Repsick on this face-off against Moscow, as Moscow wanted there for the Roadrunners. Pfizer escaping Swatwinski. Moscow takes it instead as he hits the safety netting. Swatwinski back for DeRosa. Hits it back off the boards for Swatwinski. Petaway couldn't get it back out. Kept onside. Josh Bauer couldn't rush back the other way. As now it's still stuck back on the corner. Trying to go for his Moscow round of DeRosa. Repsick trying to whack from it around Petaway. Hits it off of Maru as now Atwell gets it back there for the point. Pass from a tip and then they score! Moscow, good play made in front of the blue paint of Colby Rosen, and it's 6-1. Moscow getting his 6th goal on the year. Once again had 2 against Kutztown in their last meeting, as it's 6-1 Roadrunners. In the most laziest pun intended ever, they are running away with this one. I apologize for that dad pun. I'll stop with that now. Now off this face-off, as now Carpenter touches it back there for Melito. Carpenter takes it on the circle with a wrist shot save made is there by Fiorillo, as now Foster's going to try to shoot it back in. So Kutztown, as I said plenty of times in previous games, have work to do. Will not have much time the rest of. Will be playing in less than 24 hours against Salisbury. Carpenter off the glass there towards Canestra. Hepburn coming back the other way there is Ty Watson. Now it's backhanded off the boards. Perricone gives it towards Foster. As Canestra has it on the corner, the excellent freshman. Perricone gets the outlet pass back to Canestra, trying to run into by Hepburn. As now the Roadrunners will make this pass towards the Kutztown penalty box. Solid collisions made there by Carpenter, but no player went down. Meanwhile, it's brought back there by Valula as now Swatwinski trying to get it out of harm's way as Jackson Novak's going to rush back past center ice. The captain trying to get it back towards the point. And picked up there by Swatwinski. Gathered up there by Graney. At center with Novak. Got it to him on the wing. Novak with a shot. Tip towards the net and bounces and ricochets down to Gavin Wolf. And now Swatwinski will hit it off the boards. Turns it over there. The puck was given there to Eric Miles. Brings it past the line. An onside play, but lost control. DeRosa makes a hard check on the boards there as he takes down Cohen. Man, Cohen has been dealing with a lot of discomfort tonight, blocking several shots. He gets hit hard there by DeRosa, and D-Rose is going to cost dearly for that, as that is going to be a penalty coming up against the Golden Bears. So it'll be a 2-minute power play for the Roadrunners once again as they have a 6-1 lead. As now, meanwhile, Melito brings it the other way shorthanded. And actually, the power play is about to expire. We have a delayed call here against Ramapo, only 12 seconds into their power play. It'll be against Pfizer again. So only 12 seconds into the man advantage. The power play briefly ends for Ramapo. It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 48. And then the Golden Bears will have a power play for 12 seconds. For those of you in the live, I apologize if you heard me coughing a few seconds ago. I thought I had my mic on mute. Dealt with a bit of a fever earlier in the week. Still dealing with a bit of a cough there, so I apologize if you heard that through. I thought the mic was muted there, so I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. I know no one wants to hear that. As Novak can't keep the onside, back towards Foster. Shoots it past the line. As now the puck is going to be taken there by Atwell, wearing the assistant captain patch. Atwell at center ice, rushing with speed. Trying to get on Jackson Foster, hits it off the boards. Guy there from Moscow gets hit harder on the glass there by Paul Perricone. As Perricone's going to get it behind his own net. And we have another delayed penalty coming up. It's against Ramapo. Kutztown is about to get another man in the box for the Roadrunners. Ramapo's going to touch it. As we'll get a whistle. And who is this going to be on? It'll be a tripping penalty against Moscow. So he'll be in the box of shame now. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 for the next 53 seconds. As the other penalties will expire not too long after that as well. So even more room to work with to see if Kutztown can get some positive influences in this period. Repsig with the wrist shot save made. A good stop is made by the pads there. Friolillo as the initial clear was fanned off as now the Roadrunners shoot it down for Rosen. Stephen Graney. At center on the right wing, going past the line. Graney, backhand pass going to Bauer. Side for Repsig. Chip going in front there for Swatwinski. Hit the iron with the rubber. He got the crossbar with the shot as that goes out of play. Swatwinski that close to getting his first goal on the year. So it'll still be 4-on-3 for the next 24 seconds. Swatwinski. I know the Bears are still down by 5. Would have been happy with that at the very least. He's the vice president, and quite honestly, for me personally, a good friend, Bailey Swatwinski. We're actually in sports law together. As Graney gives it there for Repsik. And Swatwinski again as that goes high and wide. And we'll get a whistle to stop play because the net was dislodged. 6 seconds to go on the DeRosa penalty. There's still 19 seconds to go on the Pfizer penalty. And a minute 14 to go on the Moscow penalty. So it is still a 4-on-3. It's about to be a 5-on-3 for less than 20 seconds. As now DeRosa is out of the box. So 5-on-3 for the next 10 seconds. And that'll be 5-on-4 for a little less than a minute. Novak, Swatwinski, back to the captain Novak. Lost control, takes it on the corner. Now goes to Graney. 10:29 counting to go in the period. It is 6-1 in favor of the Golden. No, it is 6-1. I only wish it was Golden Bears. It's 6-1 in favor of the Roadrunners. Apologies for the little mistake there. I only wish it was 6-1 in Kutztown right now. As Novak's going to have it in his own end for Graney. So 5-on-4 for the next 31 seconds and counting. So as the Pfizer penalty just expired. Graney on the point. Looking for some options. Trying to make a pass. A deke actually as he lost the puck there. Good play is made there by Walkenis as he shoots it down for Colby Rosen to pick it back up for Paracone. Paracone. Good play made by Hepburn to kill some time and take the puck nearly by himself on the corner as he got one in front there for a backhand shot that was fanned wide. The pass going to Cornell Mello as now the Bears bring it back in for Josh Bauer. We are now back to 5-on-5 hockey. The shots in the net are actually now even at 26 shots apiece as we have 9:23 to counting to go in the third period. Gavin Wolf trying to get the Paracone, but he wasn't in the right place. Or perhaps the pass was off target. Almost seemed to be both as Paracone falls down. Novak takes it as Paracone gets back up on his feet and hits it off the boards for Bauer. Shoots it down past the line. Line change for the Golden Bears. Haynes. Intended pass for Eric Miles. Good play to keep it on his stick. Takes a shot that goes wide of Rosen. Now it's kept nearly on the line there by Haynes. Chasing for his Tyree Petaway. As now the Roadrunners hit it off the pads of Rosen. Swatwinski has it behind his goal. Pass by Petaway. Good play to give it to Phil Melito on the right side. Melito with a wrister that goes wide of the goal. Foster fanned on the play. Just kept it on side. Got it towards Melito, but Moscow will make this pass to Pfizer as it's cleared all the way down. Foster, Melito. Pass was nearly long range there. Goes to Pfizer. It's checked by Petaway near the Kutztown bench. As Melito on the wing, lost it there from Pfizer. Swatwinski down towards Canestra. Down at center ice, Foster will recircle in his own end off the boards for Phil Melito. Off the glass it comes. A check is made there on the boards there by Petaway. Puck comes up into the air. Gravity brings it down. Slawinski for DeRosa lobs one past the line. It was blocked down. As meanwhile, Atwell takes it the other way to 1-on-2. Takes a wrist shot, falls down as it was blocked. Good two-way plays made by Swatwinski. Canestra down towards Carpenter. Outlet feed going there for DeRosa. Lost control as the puck went off his skate. And now back towards the corner. Little more than 7 minutes and counting to go in the third period. Petaway set one across for Carpenter as he hits the glass. Carpenter had an excellent game in Kutztown's loss to Newman last week. Had a 3-point night for himself. Paracone's going to shoot it down as Atwell hits it off the boards. Paracone still keeping into the zone as he backhands one off the high glass. It just stays in bounds. Atwell turned it over for DeRosa on the right point as it once again bounces off the stanchion of the boards. Now the Bears set up there for Carpenter and passed there for Petaway. His shot was blocked as now the defense for the Roadrunners will go for it. It's Atwell. His pass was fanned towards Moscow. Novak trying to relentless to get towards the puck as well. Paracone couldn't keep it upside. Roadrunners will rush back the other way. It's Moscow. He's got help in the wings. Moscow fanned on the pass. Trying to whack for it again as he takes it on the corner. This pass goes in front, tipped wide. Moscow's now going to take it on the left hash mark. He's checked down there by Petaway. They are bear hugging each other there. No whistles called. No penalties were called. And now we're going to get a whistle to stop play as they are still getting feisty around one another. Petaway and Moscow. And it looks like we're going to get penalties called on this. Moscow will go in the box for Ramapo. And Carpenter will actually go in the box for Kutztown. So both penalties on Moscow and Carpenter will be for 2 minutes each. 5:47 remaining in the game. Roadrunners running away with this one. And I already said that was the last time I make that joke. I lied. Rainey and Hepburn will take the face-off on the circle here. So it'll be 4-4 for the next 120 seconds. Norton couldn't get it out of the zone. Taken there by Jackson Novak. Novak approaching the net. Save is made there. Again there by Fiorello. As now the Roadrunners shoot it back the other way. Goes off the pad of Rosen and into the safety netting. Off face off. Foster will back him one down towards Swatwinski. As Swatwinski hits it off the boards. Hepburn now he take it away and does as his shot was blocked out by Graney. Now goes to the point there as a shot is saved there by Rosen coming from Ty Watson. Now Foster's going to get it. Foster's going to get it past the line. And it's cleared back down towards Swatwinski again. Foster asking for the puck at center ice, and now he'll get it. To leave it there for Novak past the line. A little less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Novak out and pass towards there for Perico. One-time blast over the net it goes. Novak on the corner. Leaves it for Perico. Now got it there for DeRosa. Bouncing the puck tipped back towards Perico. Perico's going to win. Perico's going to shoot. His Perico's shot is trickled wide back towards the left corner. Here at Power Play Rinks as Nova gets taken down there, and that's going to be a tripping penalty. I believe it's going to be as we get an immediate whistle after that play. Rosen was going towards the bench. And we will have a tripping minor penalty coming up against the Roadrunners. So it's still going to be, it's going to be 4-on-3 for the next 30 seconds. Perico, DeRosa, back to Perico, lost control to give it back there for Luke Repsick. Repsick with a shot blocked out, rebound in front. Oh, what a big save is made by Fiorello dividing DeRosa. Again, like I was saying earlier, DeRosa likes to go in the Ovechkin spot doing power plays on the left circle. He lets one rip, but he's denied on that chance. Big stop is made by Paul Fiorello. An outstanding performance by him tonight, as at this time has saved 26 of the last 27 shots. Pareka nearly lost the puck, nearly taken by Perico as it goes behind the goal. So it's now 5-on-4 for the next minute, 23 and counting. 3.5 to go in the game. It's 6-1 Ramapo. Shot there towards the net there from Swatwinski is saved by Fiorello once again. Fiorello sprawled across to the right side with his right pad to deny Swatwinski about a minute ago. Off this face-off is now the Roadrunners will try to kill some time. Ty Watson makes a good play to clear it down. Perico rush back the other way. Past the line now, gives it for Novak on the point. Turns back as it goes past the line. Roadrunners bench seems to be taunting Novak there. They were giving him a kind of applause there. It was actually kind of funny, I must admit. Hate to say it. As Grady on the high spot with a wrist shot that goes high off the glass. 42 seconds to go in the power play. Grady side net there for Canestra. Trickles towards the net. And is the puck in? It is not. No. Once again, Fiorello does just have to keep it out. I was saying earlier, Fiorello has played every single game so far this season for Ramapo. This is the 8th game of the season. And Fiorello is actually staying down as the puck was actually in the net. Did I miss a goal signal here? I apologize if I did. Moving the faceoff back to center ice. And oh, well, based on what I'm seeing right now, apparently, yes, I am so sorry. I never missed a goal call. Apparently, we actually had a goal for Kutztown. I did not see a goal signal by the official unless I missed it. I don't know how that happened. I am so sorry for those watching on. I did not see who got that. Usually, the players that score would have reacted a little more, but maybe because Kutztown's still down by 4, there wasn't much reaction to it. So, okay then. It is 6-2 now with 2.5 to go in the game. Grady past the line. Down there for Canestra with the shot blocked down by Watson. Novak, a shot glove save is made there by Fiorello. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now. It's very rare when it's very rare when I actually mess up a goal call like that. I honestly did not think that was a goal. I didn't see any signal. It was kind of strange. If this was more of a close game, I'm sure it would have been more obvious to the naked eye that it was a goal based on players' reaction. But not in that case. Well, moving on from that. Paul Perico will kick it free there for Moscow as now it's chipped off nearly off the glass. And unfortunately, I cannot say who scored that goal because the Kutztown players didn't even do a fist pump line towards the bench. Or I didn't even see who last the puck last. With less than 2 minutes to go in the third. As now Gavin Wolf will backhand when this pass goes in front there for DeRosa's one-time blast that was blocked. This puck goes out of play. It was nearly caught by one of the Ramapo coaches. He dropped it as they'll read the face-off shortly. 1:40 to go in the game. Off this face-off, Petaway with a shot that goes behind the net. Swatwinski back towards Foster. On defense. Clears it down there for Novak. Off the glass. Shot back down towards the net there of Rosen. Melita back towards Petaway. Petaway shoots it past the line. It goes behind the goal. As now Novak makes a check there on Cohen. As it's cleared back to center ice. Last minute to play in regulation. The Roadrunners have played well pretty much in all facets tonight. They lead 6-2. Despite the fact that right now, actually, Kutztown has more shots on net, but obviously that doesn't matter at the end of the day. Off this face-off, one defensively by the Roadrunners. Matt Sass, wearing the Shane Goss's pair 53, briefly touched the puck. Foster will take it back in his own end. Trying to burst with some speed past the blue line. Foster making some dekes, lost control of the puck as he actually, this is kind of interesting here. He actually somewhat shoved defenseman Duncan Giahalligan as now the visor of his helmet was detached. They'll get a whistle so he can fix it. He'll just go to the bench at this point as we have 36.8 seconds to go in the game. Off the face-off from Novak. Swawinski on the point. Bounces one there for Carpenter. Now it's Novak. 28 seconds to go in the game. As the Bears won't even pull Colby Rosen, but I think the game's been long over for a while, so I see why they haven't done that. Haynes off the boards from Novak. Time's going to wind down here at power play rinks. The Roadrunners will win their 5th game on the year, their 2nd straight victory in a row. 3, 2, 1. The Ramapo Roadrunners defeat the Kutztown Golden Bears. A final score of 6-2. Goaltender Paul Fiorello had an outstanding game as he saves 28 of 30 shots. No wonder he's been playing every game. It's almost like Connor Hellbeck for the Winnipeg Jets. He plays nearly every game. And there's a reason why. It seems like he's very good as he gets another victory for his team. I'm Nicholas Garofalo. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Again, Kutztown D2 will be back tomorrow against Salisbury. I will not be there, but I wish the team luck. Good night and good hockey.